We're back in Somerset County, Pennsylvania. The days leading up to the 10th anniversary of 9/11 tended to be rainy in the east, but we wanted to come here to the Flight 93 National Memorial near Shanksville. This will be the visitors' entrance when the memorial opens to the public for the first time on Saturday. Flight 93 was the last of the planes to be hijacked. It left Newark Liberty Airport about 25 minutes late, and that delay allowed the passengers to find out what had happened at the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. The memorial borders the field where the plane came down. The Boeing 757 had been headed to Washington, aimed at the Capitol or perhaps the White House. But the last attack of 9/11 ended here when the passengers won the first victory in the war on terror. Mark Strassman has their story.
This is the moment after United Flight 93 exploded in the field. Of all the jets hijacked that day, we know the most about Flight 93 because the FBI found both its flight data recorder and its cockpit voice recorder intact, as deep as 25 feet underground. It was the only usable cockpit recording recovered from 9/11. The details of what happened are contained in the official report of the 9/11 Commission. About 30 minutes after Flight 93's late departure, United Airlines sent a text to the pilots, warning them of the other hijackings. Apparently in disbelief, the pilots asked for confirmation. Moments later, the cockpit voice recorder picked up sounds of a struggle. "Mayday, mayday, mayday," one of the pilots radioed air traffic controllers. Someone yelled, "Get out of here." A woman, likely one of the flight attendants, is heard to say, "I don't want to die." The hijackers stabbed the crew with box cutters. Flight 93 turned for Washington, D.C. The terrorist pilot, Ziad Jarrah, tried to speak to the passengers on the intercom, but instead he hit the wrong switch and broadcast this message over the radio.
Here's the captain. I would like to remain seated. We're all aboard and are going to back to the airport and have our demand to remain quiet.
But some of them, including Tom Burnett, already knew what was really happening.
He told me what was going on.
Dina Burnett talked to her husband 3 times. She told him about the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, and he told her this.
He said, "Don't worry, we're going to do something." And he hung up.
The voice recorder picked up the sound of the passengers outside the cockpit door. One yelled, "In the cockpit, if we don't, we'll die." Then there's the sound of a flight attendant service cart being rammed into the door again and again. The flight data recorder shows Jarrah, the pilot, rocked the 757 wildly side to side in an apparent effort to knock the passengers off their feet.
What they did in 30 minutes is amazing.
Ken Nackey's brother Lou was among the passengers.
They were able to gain information, formulate a plan, voted on a plan, and acted that plan, put it in motion, and prevented a greater tragedy all in 30 minutes. How amazing is that?
As the passengers charged the cockpit, one of the hijackers is heard to ask in Arabic, "Is that it? I mean, shall we put it down?" The other replies, "Yes, put it in it and pull it down." Flight 93 rolled onto its back and crashed into the countryside at 580 miles an hour. It was 20 minutes from Washington, D.C. Mark Strassman, CBS News, Atlanta.